Namaste, I am Archana Raghuram. Welcome back to Temples, Books and Science. In the last video, we established the Divine Mother's command over all the forms of worship, mantra, yantra, tantra. The Lalita Sahasranamam now turns sharply inwards. It guides us to the ultimate non-dual experience that all these practices lead to. That supreme goal is the 207th name, Manonmani. The name Manonmani is derived from two key Sanskrit words, Manas, which is the active thinking mind, the seat of doubt, intention and desire, and Unmani, which is the state beyond the mind, a condition of thoughtless stillness and pure awareness. Therefore, Manonmani means she who is the state where the mind dissolves. This is the ultimate experience of non-dual consciousness. It is the moment the individual mind, Manas, stops identifying with thoughts and merges into the vast, unshakable stillness of the supreme reality, Unmani. For those familiar with Advaita, this name encapsulates the state of Samadhi or union with Brahman. And for all of us seekers, Manonmani is the ultimate promise of rest. We all know the exhaustion of the mind. It's like a perpetually scrolling social media feed, always active, always running commentary, leaving us feeling drained. Manonmani is the experience of unplugging completely. It is the absolute cessation of mental activity where the mind, having done its job, fully rests in the Divine Mother's lap. There is no external object, no internal thought, just pure silent state of being. This profound stillness is not just a temporary escape, it is the supreme destination itself. Remember the 201st name Sadgati Prada, where we learned that the Divine Mother is the giver of the supreme destination. Manonmani is that Sadgati. It is the direct experience of moksha, where the illusion of separation dissolves and you realize your true identity as pure Sat-Chit-Ānanda. The goddess Lalita Tripurasundari is this state of stillness. When you chant this name, you are invoking the ultimate peace that lies beneath all the mental noise and anxiety. The next time you chant Manonmani, don't just say the word. Feel your mind letting go of the day's worries, surrendering every thought into her all-consuming stillness. Use the sound as a gentle suggestion to your mind to finally stop struggling. Think of Manonmani as hitting the master reset button on your mental operating system. It is the highest form of stress relief because it dissolves the very source of stress, the restless seeking mind. It reminds us that this deep stillness is not something we force through sheer willpower. It is a gift bestowed by the goddess, the Sadgati Prada. Now, from this point of ultimate inner realization, the Lalita Sahasranamam embarks on another magnificent journey. It unveils the Maha-series of names. The transition here is deeply significant. Having experienced the ultimate stillness within, we are now prepared to perceive that same boundless reality in its vast, glorious and cosmic manifestation. The shift from Manonmani to the Maha-series is from the profound inner experience of Brahman to the expansive outer realization of that same Brahman as the Mahādevī, the great goddess who governs the universe. The word Maha in Sanskrit means great, supreme, vast or magnificent. This entire series begins with the 208th name, Mahēśvarī, and culminates with the 234th name, Mrida Priya. It is a powerful and expansive celebration of the Divine Mother's supreme grandeur in every conceivable dimension. If the Sarva series defined the goddess as the all-encompassing fabric of the universe, the Maha-series now elevates our understanding to appreciate the unfathomable majesty of that very fabric, celebrating her as the greatest reality in every possible way. This powerful series will deepen our awe of her universal role, showing us why she truly is the Mahādevī, the ultimate supreme reality. Now, with our minds expansive and ready to perceive the grandeur, we dive into the very first name of this majestic Maha-series, Maheshwari. This powerful name declares her relationship to the ultimate reality. Maheshwari translates as the great goddess, the sovereign power of Mahādeva, Shiva. This profound name establishes goddess Lalita as the supreme Shakti of Shiva. Maheshwara is another name of Shiva, and Maheshwari is the Shakti of Maheshwara. She is the dynamic, active principle of the absolute reality. While Shiva represents the pure, static and transcendent consciousness, the unmoving witness, the Sat-Chit-Ānanda, Maheshwari is the power that moves him. She is the energy that enables Shiva to perform all 5 cosmic functions, Shrishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana and Anugraha. She is the force behind all cosmic activity. This clarifies her relationship to earlier names. While the 202nd name, Sarveshwari, affirmed her control over everything, Maheshwari elevates this further, affirming her greatness and supremacy even among the mightiest cosmic forces. What does this mean for us as seekers? Maheshwari is a profound source of courage, resilience, and unwavering support. Shiva is often seen as the destroyer of ego and illusion, the force that brings about profound change. Maheshwari is the power that carries out this difficult, transformative work. She is the fierce yet deeply compassionate mother who confronts your deepest attachments and fears, enabling radical change and clearing the path towards the inner stillness of Manonmani. When you feel overwhelmed by the forces of chaos or dissolution in your life, or when facing a seemingly insurmountable obstacle, chanting Maheshwari is invoking the most powerful, steady, and fundamental force in the universe. It is the very energy of Shiva, directed by the mother's boundless compassion. Surrender to her greatness and feel the immense power of transformation at work. We have now established the Divine Mother as Maheshwari, the great sovereign power that drives Shiva. Now the 209th name, Mahādevī, takes us from her function to her identity. The simple and direct translation of Mahādevī is the great goddess or the supreme divine being. This name is a direct, assertive declaration of Lalita's non-dual identity with Brahman, the ultimate all-encompassing reality. Mahādevī is the title reserved for the single primordial Shakti, who is the source of all other goddesses, all cosmic forces, and all creation. It unequivocally states that Lalita is not merely one goddess among many, but the very source of the divine feminine principle. The two names together tell us the complete story. Maheshwari describes her function. She is the power of Shiva. Mahādevī describes her status. She is the supreme being. The great power that governs the cosmos is in fact the supreme divine reality herself. In the light of Advaita Vedanta, Mahādevī is the consciousness that manifests the entire universe. She is the fundamental reality, the consciousness in all beings, the existence in all objects, and the bliss in all experiences. This name powerfully reinforces that because she is described as the power of Shiva, it does not mean that she is different from Shiva. She is Shiva. She is Sat-Chit-Ānanda. Her function as power and her status as consciousness are one and the same. She is the supreme reality. For all of us seekers, chanting Mahādevī is an instant spiritual practice in oneness. This name is the gateway to the practical application of Sarvatma Bhava, that is, seeing the self in everything. It helps us to expand our perception, realizing that the gentle form of Lalita we worship is the same supreme reality that underlies every person we meet and every experience we have. The next time you chant Mahādevī, pause and feel the sheer vastness of the word. Acknowledge that you're invoking the Supreme Being who holds countless galaxies and countless destinies within her. Let the sound Maha expand your mind, linking your personal consciousness to the cosmic infinite consciousness. Following the affirmation of her supreme status as Mahādevī, the Maha-series now describes the goddess as the embodiment of fortune and abundance in the 210th name, Mahālakṣmī. The simple and direct translation is the Great Lakshmi, or the Supreme Goddess of Fortune and Abundance. The title Mahālakṣmī is crucial as it immediately elevates Lalita above the conventional limited view of Lakshmi as simply the giver of fleeting material wealth. Here, Lalita is the supreme principle of prosperity, the source from which all other forms of Lakshmi and all forms of fortune are derived. In this philosophical context, Mahālakṣmī represents not just gold or material abundance, but the supreme wealth inherent in Brahman. This wealth is expansive and includes all necessary resources, auspiciousness and clarity, knowledge and wisdom, and the ultimate goal of moksha or liberation. The presence of Mahālakṣmī in the Maha-series assures the seeker that spiritual progress is not about poverty or denial. Instead, it is about recognizing and aligning with the infinite abundance that is the Divine Mother's nature. This name proclaims that by seeking her, you are entitled to all the auspicious resources needed to live a life conducive to Sadgati, the supreme destination. This name offers profound practical benefit. When you chant Mahālakṣmī, understand that you're not begging for external wealth. You're invoking the inner abundance of the Supreme Self. Focus on the spiritual wealth, the wealth of time for sadhana, the wealth of clarity, viveka, and the wealth of unshakable devotion, bhakti. Meditation on this name helps to shift the mind from a sense of lack or poverty to a sense of plenitude. It cultivates the inner contentment, the santosha that is essential for a peaceful mind and steady spiritual growth. We now arrive at a name that beautifully encapsulates the devotional heart of Advaita, Mrida Priya, the 211th name. The name Mrida Priya is composed of two exquisite Sanskrit words. Mrida is an ancient, profound name for Lord Shiva, meaning the giver of bliss or the bestower of happiness. Priya simply means beloved or dear. Thus, Mrida Priya translates to she who is the beloved of Mrida, who is the giver of bliss. This name directly reinforces the non-dual Advaitic truth established by the entire Maha-series, but with a deeply emotional emphasis. It beautifully articulates the nature of bliss, Ananda. This name tells us that the ultimate reality is intrinsically defined by bliss. Shiva is Mrida, the giver of bliss, and Lalita is the very power through which that bliss is given. She is the dynamic, active love that makes cosmic happiness possible. Also, in a grand synthesis, Mrida Priya completes a profound triad within the Maha-series. Maheshwari established her as the power of transformation, Chit. Mahādevī affirmed her as the supreme being, the very existence, Sat. And now Mrida Priya reveals her as the source of bliss, Ananda. Together, these names affirm the goddess as Sat-Chit-Ānanda, existence, consciousness, bliss. Her very existence is bliss, and her consciousness itself is bliss. This name is a direct and tender invitation for all of us to inject devotional love, bhakti, into our Advaitic paradigm. When you chant Mrida Priya, don't just focus on power or knowledge alone, but immerse yourself in love and joy. Recognize that the ultimate reality is a profound union of love. This practice softens the ego and opens the heart, which is a faster and more direct path to dissolving the mind and achieving a state of Manonmani, the mind beyond mind. Think of Mrida Priya as the truth that the most fundamental law of the universe is divine love and unconditional happiness. In our daily lives, if you ever feel unhappy, dry, or a sense of lack in your spiritual practice, invoke the name Mrida Priya. This is a powerful remedy as it serves as a gentle reminder that the ultimate purpose of all this power, Shakti, and wealth, Mahālakṣmī, is at its core bliss. She is the Divine Mother who lovingly guides you by the hand to Mrida, the giver of bliss. And with this beautiful name, Mrida Priya, we reach a profound crescendo in our exploration of the Divine Mother's supreme identity. We began with Manonmani, the state beyond the mind, where the mental chatter ceases and we transcend duality. The ultimate secret revealed here is that when the heart is opened by love and suffused with bliss of the Divine Mother, the ego softens, the mind quiets naturally, and the inner distinctions dissolve. The path of divine love, of surrendering to the ultimate Ananda, is truly a faster way to achieve that state of Manonmani. This completes the synthesis of Sat-Chit-Ānanda in the Maha-series. With this ultimate philosophical truth established, the Sahasranamam, in the names to come, will now reveal the goddess's cosmic forms and attributes that govern the destruction of time and illusion. We'll explore the fiercer, more dynamic manifestations of the Divine Mother required to maintain the cosmic cycle. Join me in the next video as we dive deeper into this magnificent Maha-series. If this journey into the supreme identity of the Divine Mother has resonated with you, please like this video, share it with fellow seekers, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this invaluable wisdom reach more spiritual hearts. As we conclude this part of our journey, I invite you to carry this understanding into your daily life. Let the names of the Divine Mother be a constant reminder of the infinite love, consciousness, and joy that resides within you and all around you, guiding you effortlessly towards the profound stillness beyond the mind. Thank you for joining me on this sacred path. May the grace and the blessings of the goddess Lalita Tripurasundari guide and inspire you always. Om Shri Matre Namaha. Namaste.